Well, despite my best laid plans and lots of planning all day today and moving things, I forgot a row of chairs. So that's what that was all about. But now we're finally ready to start. It is so nice to be back on the stage. It's been a year since our last concert. So I'm thrilled, they're beyond excited. These sixth graders played a concert last year, I think in December of their fifth grade year. They got to go to a festival, either at Schrader at Valley in March. And then, of course, they missed their spring concerts. So this is really only their second concert. We missed our fall one. So we are thrilled to be here, thrilled to have you here in the audience, and we're going to start with Celebrity March. That was one of the pieces we started on this fall. It was very block scored, like there were maybe two parts, sometimes three with the bass line going. But basically, they all played together. So we moved on beyond that then for this next piece, Tribal Drums. Obviously it's featuring kind of the percussion section. They're pretty busy back there. And we're one short today because he got sent home sick this afternoon, so he's not with us. But we'll make do. Anyway, it's very definitely three parts. Well, you'll hear it. Played at different times. It's much more complicated for them to learn how to play together. And they have to rely on their eyes watching me and not just their ears and hearing what's around them. And that's a hard, hard concept when you're just starting to play. So, Tribal Drums by David Schaefer. I don't think I told them this, but I've never done that with a 6th grade group. It's usually a 7th grade piece, and certainly not a 6th grade group that lasts essentially their last quarter of school last year as beginners. So I'm very proud of them. They've come such a long ways, and they're just fun to work with. So they've been a great group for me. Next we're going to do Aftershock by Larry Clark. The hard part of that one was playing the rests, which sounds weird. Not playing on the rests is key, and that's something that young groups, they ignore those. It's like just some scribble on the piece of music, and they like to ignore them. So that's why we worked on that piece, was to observe rests. And they did a great job. Good job, guys. We're going to end this part of the program with a piece that we usually do in the summertime on Bands in the Red, typically with the 5th grade group from that year. But of course, that did not happen the last year either. It will this summer though. So I programmed it with these guys and they love playing it, so Ghostbusters. We need just a minute to get one group off the stage, the other group on the stage, and we have to fix my seating problem. So just give us a minute for that, and the 7th and 8th graders will be right up. This first piece we're going to do, Carpathia, is a programmatic piece of music in that it musically depicts an event that actually happened. Carpathia is a ship that, when they heard about the sinking of the Titanic, hurried on their way, pushing their ship beyond its levels to go faster, and you'll hear indications of that. And it was used steam. So it was really hard on the boilers, and you'll hear the hissing of the boilers in the music. And then when they triumphantly arrive and are able to rescue 706 people from the sinking Titanic, and then you can hear them, you can hear them arriving because it's sad, and then you can hear them successfully going away and completing their rescue. So we've enjoyed working on this Carpathia by William Owens. This group was preparing to go to our annual band festival, which normally takes place in East Grand Forks at East Grand Forks High School. And it involves all the middle schools in the area, all from Grand Forks and East Grand Forks and 20. And we normally perform for one another, perform for a clinician who then works with the groups. But this year, we can't do that because there would be too many kids in too close of a proximity. So we prepared like we were going to a festival anyway, and even though the band voted that they weren't so sure they wanted a clinician to come in and work with them, that may still happen, we'll see. I think they kind of, at this point, just want to move on to some new music. And I understand that too. But sometimes when they hear similar things to what they hear all the time from another voice, it finally takes hold. and I think a little of that might be okay. Anyway, this is one of the pieces we would do, is always a slow, lyrical, beautiful. The goal is to make it as musical as possible. And we're getting there. And if they watch me really closely tonight, we might pull it off. It's called In This Quiet Place. Thank you. That moved me. I thought that was beautiful. Thank you all. Next we're going to play a piece that involves some interesting green drums that are kind of spread throughout the band, and you'll hear them, hopefully. Rock River Tree by Michael Sweeney. And that's a tough piece to put together. So I thought they did really, really well tonight. We started working on Mystery Bay March at the beginning of the year. The first time I gave it to them, their eyes got really big, and it was like, serious? We aren't really gonna play this, are we? It's too hard. Well, they got it. And we were gonna play it in November, but then we didn't get to, but we liked it. So then we decided to keep it and do it at our festival or our February concert. So we're gonna end the concert with Mystery Bay March. I want to say thank you to Dr. Schleicher. He's been here most of the day setting things up in here and taking care of things and hopefully live streaming. And Angie Black-Erickson's been here helping with whatever she could. And all of our staff at South, really truly to have a program like we have and the quality that we have is not possible without the help and support of the entire staff. To be able to pull kids out of classes for lessons is unheard of. And we get to do that, and that's what makes these kids better musicians. So thank you to all of our staff. Thank you so much to our custodial staff. Boy, have they worked today trying to have lunch up here and then get everything off so we could move all of our stuff on. And we would like to ask your help at the end of the concert. If you could stack chairs in stacks of 10, that would be helpful, so that they can get set up for breakfast in the morning. And we serve breakfast on the stage this year, so everything has to go off the stage and back to the band room. There are carts for chairs and stands and carts that some of the percussionists can help with getting everything back. So if we could just all pitch in a little bit, then we can get it done fast. So thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all for letting me work with your kids. They're fabulous. Mystery Bay March. guys, your instruments away first.